Hello guys, it has been a few weeks since I've vlogged, and that's because I've been feeling really poorly. I say really poorly, I've had a cold, but it really hit me hard. Being on my immunosuppressing Crohn's medication means that I can pick up bugs really easily, and then when I do, they just like, I'm so miserable and I'm coughing and spluttering, and like it just really hits me hard when I get a cold these days. So yeah, I feel I'm not 100%, but I'm better than I have felt for the last couple of weeks. So I thought I would vlog, and I've started logging on my meals again on Instagram, because when I was sick I just ate junk, and it's stupid really, because, and I mentioned this in my blog post, that really when I was like having a cold and stuff, like in the full swing of a cold, surely I should have been eating healthy food. But I wasn't, I was eating junk, and that might be why the cold has lasted so long, because obviously my body needed to like sort of fix itself and feel better, and all I was giving it was like rubbish, crisps and biscuits and chips and, you know, like no vegetables at all. But the problem with me is that I like my comfort food, so when I'm feeling poorly I eat rubbish, when that's probably the worst thing to do. Well, I've learned from my mistake. Hopefully the next time I get a cold, and I'm guessing now that the weather's starting to get colder, there'll be more and more colds as like the months go on. But yeah, next time I get a cold, I'll try and be a bit more sensible and actually fuel my body with what it actually needs, rather than just what my brain wants, if that makes sense. So like I say, yeah, I didn't really vlog today purely because I've been so busy today, because we've moved. I obviously now have to be under the care of a new gastroenterologist and, you know, colorectal team and all that jazz. So we went to Peterborough City Hospital today, and I think that's the hospital name, I'm pretty sure it is. That hospital, compared to my old hospital, which was the Leicester Royal, which are the ones that perforated my colon in the first place. I mean, I don't want to point fingers, but yeah, compared to the Leicester Royal, that hospital, it was like walking into a shopping centre. It looked amazing, everyone was smiling, everyone was friendly. It felt really empty, not like horrible empty, like it didn't feel rammed like Leicester always did. But I saw my gastroenterologist, well, it was the locum doctor, but the team, and yeah, I've just got some blood tests, so hopefully everything comes back fine. They might need to just review my medication and everything, but because I've been in remission since like 2010, it's not like I'm having any flare-ups or anything. It was more a case of just making sure that I'm under someone's care, that if something did happen, you know. And I'm seeing them again in another 3 months, just to kind of see, you know, make sure everything's okay, and yeah. So yeah, it didn't feel as traumatic as going to a hospital usually does, but that was purely because Leicester Royal was just so horrible. The parking was horrible. The building felt really oppressive and like small, but it was probably because there were so many people in it. Being in the wards at Leicester Royal was just horrific. So not that I've been into the wards at this one, but I just have a feeling that if I do end up being in the wards at this hospital, it would like be nicer, if that makes sense. I mean, I know it's a hospital, it's not like a spa, but you know what I'm saying. Once I feel better, I'll start doing walking and running and stuff. I'm actually working on something at the minute. I don't want to share too much, but there's a project, shall we say, that involves me basically learning to run, but I will share some more information at another point later on. But I'm determined to be able to run at least like to the end of the road. Do you know, like I can't even run properly. Before I get a cup of tea and think about what I'm gonna have for dinner, ignore all the boxes, it's just because I've been sick, so I've just not really wanted to lug anything around, just because I've just been so low energy. But I'm gonna start tidying stuff up now that I feel a bit more myself. But I've got a new desk for my office, because the one I've got is like half dressing table, half writing desk, but not really. Like it's just, I've made do for so long, so now I've got an actual proper desk with drawers. We'd have to build it, but it's just nice to actually have it all now. So that's what this is, so sorry about that. But we had our anniversary. It was our anniversary yesterday, but we went to London at the weekend I still felt pretty rough at the weekend, but it sounds silly, but like just sitting at home when you're sick just makes you feel worse sometimes. So even though I was absolutely knackered down in London, I think that helped me start to feel better, because you can start to get in a bit of a weird bubble when you're ill. But anyway, so yeah, so went to London and we went to see Thriller live at the Lyric Theatre, and it was fantastic. It was so good. Even Chris got up and danced, and that hardly ever happens. So yeah, and it was really nice. And we went to Zzz's before and just had a nice meal. Tried fondue for the first time. Oh, this is what I mean about eating whatever I wanted and junk and rubbish. Like a pot of cheese to myself. Like that's not good. I mean, it was good. But it wasn't good. So yeah, I really need to refocus on food and just eat better. Now that the weather's getting colder, it's gonna be like stews and casseroles and I don't know, curries and soups and stuff that's got, you know, you can sneak vegetables in. So that's the plan. Plus I need to hide vegetables in Chris's meals because he doesn't eat veg a lot, but if it's in front of him, he'll eat it. But he won't go out of his way to get vegetables into his like meals. So I need to be sneaky. Yeah. Anyway, right, I need a cup of tea because I'm all dry here. And then dinner, well, for lunch I had, well, I'll tell you what I've eaten so far. So for breakfast, I had cereal, but I supplemented it with some fruits because of my theory of I need to eat more vegetables and fruit. So I had the cereal, but also with the fruit on the side. And then for lunch I had a cheese ham salad sandwich. It was okay. I may have accidentally had some kind of pastry, but then tonight hopefully I can have something a bit more balanced, I guess. This is where it gets tricky, because I wanted to have a salad, but then I realised that we don't have any chicken or anything like that to hand. I already had ham today, and I already had cheese today, and that usually I'd have like a ham and cheese salad, but I've already had this today and I don't want to have the same thing. I could just have salad, but I've not got any lettuce, so it'd technically just be cucumber and tomato, which I've also already had today in my cheese salad sandwich, ham and cheese salad sandwich. So I'm a bit stuck. I need vegetables. This is my problem. I have loads of salad, no veg. I made a mistake. I have a carrot, singular carrot, which I don't think will fill me up for dinner, if I'm honest. I have pasta, but not really anything to go in or with the pasta. I have chopped tomatoes, but no mince or anything. I've had bread already today, so I can't have any more bread. I think it's looking like having some pasta, but I don't know what to have with it. I've got onion. This is depressing. I'll find something. I'll show. Well, you'll see on my meals anyway. But I need to just find something that's relatively good, but not what I've already eaten today. It's gonna be hard. Well, you can tell I'm out of practice with the vlogging thing. Yeah, this evening I just got distracted by things. But for dinner I had chicken soup, which wasn't that bad in itself. There's obviously no vegetables in it, but it was fine until I had the bread to like dip in the soup. Just general fail today. It's fine, it's fine. Tomorrow is a new day. And I want to go for a walk tomorrow. I don't know whether I'll go tomorrow lunchtime or tomorrow evening. I don't know, but I feel like I need to start walking to get me into the sort of mood to start running. Because I always, where I used to live before, I used to walk to work and back. And I used to really enjoy it. I used to have my headphones, and now I've got my new headphones. It gives me a chance to kind of listen to some music or podcasts or catch up on radio shows or whatever. And yeah, obviously it's healthy as well, walking. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do that tomorrow. I'd like to do it tomorrow just before dinner really, because Chris is working night, so it's not like I have to have dinner with him. I can have dinner whatever time. So I might, yeah, when I get in tomorrow after work, I might go for a walk. And I'm curious to see how long it would take me to walk to the next village along from us. So maybe that's the plan, but yeah, we'll see, we'll see. So I'm going to head off to bed because it's quite late now. Well, I say quite late. For me, it's late. It's 10 o'clock. But for me, that is late because usually I like to go to bed at about 9 because I'm a little old lady. So I'm going to go to bed, and I'll probably edit this tomorrow. So you probably won't see this now until Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday. I'll get back into the swing of things. And I know I keep saying that, but I don't know, having this cold kind of just threw me off and annoyed me. It annoyed me greatly. But I'm back, apart from right now, because I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.